This is the Why I Hate and Love Pickleball podcast. I'm Bill Wong. Today I will talk about power. At an open play, I was paired with a mature man. In the prior pairing, I was matched with a young 20-something college student who was on break. The disparity between the power was pronounced. The young man hit with a lot of power, actually sometimes a little bit too much power, and the older man hit with almost none. One of the ways to win a point is by overpowering your opponent. The older man consistently hit softballs that could be hit back. It might have been acceptable if he had hit deep or out of reach, but he did not. We got in rallies where the point should have been over 2 to 3 shots before, and I was getting frustrated. Your partner affects you. I should not let this happen, but I was getting frustrated because the point many times should have been over. I'm guilty of letting that affect me. It's an area I need to work on. I even missed a ball because I had given up on that game and practiced a couple of high difficulty shots that I had missed. And I actually missed another shot because I was writing this episode in my mind. I thought to myself, I should do a podcast on power and more mature adults. One of my pickleball friends, who is a high-level player, defended this older gentleman, saying that he doesn't have the strength, which might be true, but power is not derived from physical strength, but rather paddle head speed. I don't know if you remember your physics class in high school, but the formula for average power given a mass and a velocity is P equals M times V, where P is power, M is mass, and V is velocity. For example, a small car traveling at 200 miles per hour might have more power than a truck traveling at 5 miles per hour. The car, which is smaller, is traveling at a higher rate of speed. There is more power, more force. In pickleball, the mass is in your paddle and your body weight, which is why some players use lead tape, but the velocity is from paddle head speed. In a prior episode, we talked about the kinetic chain. The average swing path might be as little as 10 inches to as much as 40 inches. Thus, you have between 10 and 40 inches to generate paddle head speed. Don't misunderstand me. Strength is important. It doesn't have to be the massive, bulky muscles like on an Arnold Schwarzenegger. The young man I played with was 5'10" and weighed probably about 150 pounds. A strong wind could have easily blown him away. Muscle strength is the raw power that your muscles can generate. When you lift heavy weights or perform a challenging movement, your fast twitch muscle fibers, also known as type 2 fibers, come into play. These fibers use less oxygen and produce power quickly, but fatigue quickly. Muscular endurance, which are for a short burst of maximum force, are essential for running, cycling, and pickleball, are slow twitch muscle fibers, type 1 fibers, which are primarily responsible for endurance activities. In addition, muscles are for neuroconnections and muscle fibers, which connect your muscles to the bones, and for joint support. Joint support refers to joint health, including bones, ligaments, and tendons. Pickleball requires a unique set of strengths. The types of muscles you might need for baseball would be different from pickleball, or in football versus pickleball. Pickleball requires a very strong core muscles, which are basically your stomach muscles and your back muscles. Stable core muscles enhance balance during matches. Glutes and quads are the leg muscles which provide speed and agility for quick changes of direction. Your biceps are arm strength, critical for hitting shots and serving. Shoulders are rotator cuff muscles which stabilize the shoulders during swings. And finally, forearms are important for grip strength and control from your forearm muscles. In other words, strong muscles are needed for stability and endurance, but anyone can produce velocity. If you can whip your hand through the air and make a sound, you can produce paddle head speed. For example, I'm going to do it right now. I don't know if you heard that, but I whipped my hand in front of the microphone and it made a whipping sound. I advocate for doing lightweight training, push-ups, and core muscles. I started very slowly and worked my way up. I work with 15-pound weights, which isn't a lot, and I just do push-ups on the ground. I started with 10 or 15, then I went to 20, then 25, and then I do 3 sets of those. Now I'm doing 4 or 5 sets to improve my arm strength, my shoulder strength, biceps, and core. Planks. Now here are the exercises for the various types of muscles. Here are the exercises for the various muscle groups. I do planks for core muscles. I walk in a pool for leg exercises. I do push-ups and light weights for shoulders, biceps, and triceps. I disagree that older players cannot hit the ball hard. As I demonstrated, I can whip my hand and create a sound. I believe it's just an excuse and a mental crutch. There might be technical issues causing an inefficiency in your stroke, but it's probably not strength issue. We all make a mistake on the pickleball court. I make mistakes, everyone makes mistakes. I challenge myself. One of the things that I work on every time I go on the court is not to let my partner negatively affect me. And sometimes I fail. It is one of my problems. If players can hit the ball a little bit harder and put balls away, I won't write a podcast while I'm playing pickleball. This is Bill Wong. I'll see you on the pickleball court.